What's up, people? Welcome to Spotlight. It's your host with the most, Rain Rockstar. Today I got a special guest with me, a good brother. He has his own winery, black owned, nothing but love and soul, and I'm going to contest it is the best wine I've ever had. I want to welcome to the show Jonathan of Berkshire Farms Winery. Welcome, man.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. It's been hard getting you on the show. You've been busy.
Yeah. We're trying to build it. It takes time.
Definitely. So, tell us a little bit about the company, the wine itself.
Well, the wine. So the wine, taking it all the way back to the beginning. When we were kids, me and my brother, we visited our grandfather, spent the summers with him, and he taught us how to raise livestock, grow different crops and stuff like that. And me and him went on to college and got these corporate jobs. They sucked. We hated them. So, hey, let's take some money out. Let's get some land and let's do what we love. So that's how Berkshire Farms was started. Now, Berkshire Farms Winery, it took a little bit longer because we had to plant grapes, and it's about 5 or 6 years before you can even get a bottle of wine out of your vine. So it all started at the same time, but it's taking some time though.
So the idea, my question is, was it something you just sitting around one day, you and your brother, let's do a winery, or was it kind of brainstorm, hey, let's do this, now let's try that, and then somebody said, let's do wine?
Going all the way back to the beginning, my brother taught me how to make wine.
Okay.
And that was 19 years ago. I'm telling my age, but that was 19 years ago. And to make the simplest wine, all you need is sugar, yeast, and water. Part it out, put it in a big jug, coffee filter on top of it. 7 days, you got wine. So once you do that and you taste it, you're like, man, that's good, but I can make it better, or I can do this, or I can do that. So I got carried away with it for years, and then eventually we got to the point where we had the land, and it was like, hey, let's go ahead and do this full time and get legit and all that stuff. But I didn't do legally make wine before that. Just for the record, so everybody knows.
You out there bootleg?
No. We can't. Don't get me in trouble now.
Oh, no,
Don't get me in trouble.
This is we encourage. So the myth, is it true? You step on grapes to make wine, you just get up there and step, and then come on down and shoot.
I mean, that would be nice. I would love that. But they actually have a tool that they use now. It's called a crush.
Okay.
It's very, very expensive, but it'll crush out the grapes and you pull all the juice out without having all the pulp and all the different stuff in there. So that's how they do it now. But it would be a lot of fun to just march on some grapes. Huh? It'd be a good workout too.
Yeah, Italians, why not?
Yeah. That's I wouldn't trust people's feet though.
Facts. That's 100%.
All kinds of fungus and stuff.
Fungus wine. No, we don't want that. Tell me about growing up. Where did you grow up at?
So I'm from Grand Prairie, originally, and I've never really left this DFW area. So I went to South Grand Prairie High School, and I made the big move to Fort Worth. I went to TCU. Then after that, I moved back to Dallas, and I've been here ever since. So it's our land. We don't live on our land. So we have 24 acres south of town, but we don't live there. We just go over there every day. So it's kind of like a job. So you drive over there, you make sure everything's good, make sure everything's watered, everything's taken care of. Okay. So yeah. But you didn't ask me that though. You asked me where I was from.
Oh, you good, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. We just sitting here in the living room having a good old time at the coffee table.
Yeah.
The farm, is it open for tourism, or do you have to make an appointment? How's that work?
So we're not open to the public yet. Now we do plan to open up to the public, but it's a complicated deal with stuff like that. We're the only estate winery in Dallas County. There's no, it's just us. So, and there's a reason why every time you go to a winery, it's way outside of town because of how it has to be structured. You can't be so close to elementary school. You can't be so close to the church. There's certain things that you can't be close to. So where we're at, it's kind of that little small place in Dallas County that you could actually pull that off. And it's so we end up running into a lot of roadblocks and stuff like that. And also too, we since we have a farm, we do have a bull and a board, and it's kind of dangerous having people out there. So we don't want anybody getting tackled by a bull while they're drinking their wine. So.
What's the bull's name?
Well, we actually call him Dak, but that's a whole other deal. That's we're a Cowboy fan. So.
There you go. I can understand it, man. I mean, but again, I'm gonna congratulate you on your success because just being black owned is beautiful.
Appreciate it.
And the product stands it. Everybody I've let try it from the different flavors or see my videos, it's just like, I need a bottle. I need a bottle. So I tell them where to go to. Or they say, we want it from you. Hey, look, I'm just a friendly, advisor. I'm passing on the nugget. But you did bring us some goodies today.
Oh yeah,
we have right here?
So this is the mango passion fruit. So mango passion fruit sangria is all sparkling and purple, but it actually was inspired by Black Panther. That's why we just kept it going.
Right.
But it's that's one that any sangrias, I really do like sangrias because sangrias you really have a lot more flexibility and stuff like that. Sometimes when you're making wine, you can get stuck with bad grapes. You can get sangria. I can start making some adjustments and
Really?
make it work. So.
Yeah, definitely. Compared to, I'm not gonna lie, your sangria compared to other sangrias I had, like I said, that's number one. No other question. And I even tried your dry wine, and I'm not a dry wine person, but it was not dry. So I have no complaint about it. Whatever flavor you say it is, you get that flavor.
You got to be good. Yeah, I mean, and just in general, as a black-owned business, you have to be good. You have to be good. Not only do you have to be good, you got to be better than everybody else, and then you got to work. Because I can't go out there with. I'll give a good example of that. I showed up to Dallas Farmers Market where I'm at every Saturday and Sunday.
Tell them where to find.
Dallas Farmers Market. But I show up there. There's 3 other wineries there. I'm never ever gonna be the first winery that you come to. I'm gonna always be the third winery you come to. If there's 3 there, I'm gonna be the third. If there's 4 there, I'm gonna be the fourth. And it's an issue with and it might be an issue with just specific people, but it's an industry too where they don't really smile upon. And I tell people all the time, like the wine industry, it was side by side with the cotton industry. The same families that have had something for 100 years, they're not exactly like, hey, who are you? Well, no, they say that's not cool than what we've been doing. So yeah, you got to innovate and be good. You better be good, and you better have your paperwork right, or they'll try to knock you down. So.
And I was about to ask that question. Coming out in a world where I won't say every other color can do something without the numerous obstacles. And I'm just gonna say it. Dealing with a white audience and a white world, put out there. What was the trials and tribulations that you had to go through with your brother to, hey, look at our product, taste our product, or even just maybe get sugar, or maybe get things you need, ingredients?
Yeah. Well, some of the obstacles we ran into, first you have to prove that you, it's like your bad credit. You show up, you're like, I don't know, I don't believe you got land. I don't believe you got grapes. I don't believe you got livestock. I don't believe these things. So you have to go above and beyond to prove that you're really these things. And so then once you've actually done that, then you can run into the barriers of getting the things that you need to get. But the first barrier is just proving that you're legitimate, proving that that you're actually doing the things that you're doing. Okay. And it took a lot for us to do it. And so, sometimes you can get frustrated having a conversation with somebody. They're like, oh, really? You have that? No, hold on, wait a minute. I worked hard for this, so I need you to recognize that I got it.
Because I've noticed when I come to the market, 1 minute you're on this side, next minute you're 3 rows down on that side. Like once I'm at the look, and I'm like, wait, oh, okay, it's down there. So every time you go, every day it's a different spot, or it's just.
It's they move us around. They move us around constantly. It's I one thing about business I know that is luckily I have good marketing people. need to get
Definitely. Shout out to your market.
But luckily, I have people that work with me that are really good because otherwise, you moving around. One thing about business, you move around. Your business sometimes can't find you. They're looking for you, like, or they're just like, well, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. It's easy. So that is a frustrating thing. But you got to make it work. However you make it work, and not complain about it. Just get after it.
True. Now, what flavor we have on the corner there? That's like a lonely bottle down there.
Oh, it is a lonely bottle. So I actually, I was just saying that. So.
Yeah, right.
But this is our raspberries. So we actually have 16 flavors. We have 16 flavors of wine. We have the wine popsicles. We have a wine ice cream, and it's all. I mean, all that is all about the innovations. The industries look the same. It has looked the same for thousands of years. So part of us getting into this is that we want to do something different. We want to create. We want to bring new cultures and new people into this wine culture. And we also want to make things a little bit more fun. And we also want to season our wine. Yeah, season.
Listen, let me tell y'all, the wine popsicle. I had a couple of them and a couple of cups of wine. Had a nice little buzz going on. I'm not gonna lie. The wine popsicle is the truth. I can't wait to every time I see him. You got the wine popsicle. Oh no, it's not the season yet. Hit me with that one.
We'll have them when something rolls around. So rolls around.
It is a warm day today. It would have been a nice popsicle.
I stepped out this morning. It was cold. I was
it's a perfect balance. You get the fruit, you get a little bit of the wine, but it balances to the point you just pull it and suck it, pull it and suck it. But yeah, moving on, man, definitely. And you're not in stores.
No. Nope.
I mean, you had that conversation. Tell the world why. The first thing they say is, why don't you distribute? Why don't you get out in the stores, Albertsons, Top Thumb, or anywhere?
Because I like to make things hard on myself. Really, it's really whenever I had to learn a lot about the industry, as I went. And sometimes you hear about how people are doing things and you think that's the way to go. But then when it comes time to looking at it on paper, it don't really add up the way I thought it added up. That don't make sense. Why would I do it that way when I can do it this way? And so part of the innovations, whenever you start distribution with a distribution company, they take a large percentage of what you make, which they'll take 15, 20%, depending on what the company is, 15, 20%. But not only that, they're buying it from you at wholesale. So they're buying it from you cheaper. And they're buying it from you cheaper, and then they're putting it on the shelves and they're making this profit off of it. But we own 100% of our distribution. So if you have our bottles in your place, it is because we wanted it there. It is because you represent what we represent, and it's because we wanted to work with you as a partner. Okay. And having that control helps us to move a lot more bottles, but it is a lot more of a grind. It's a lot more grassroots stuff. It's a lot more relationships. But I wouldn't go another route. Not right now, but in the future, I can't say that in the future we won't because I can't get bottles like New York and stuff like that. So.
Independence is the best, man. I mean, if you wanted to, you have to hop in the truck and deliver 20 bottles of store, 20 bottles, mom and pop, the chilling circuit they call it. Yeah.
I mean, I could. I think when that happens, I think I might just have to kick it out to somebody else, give some of them rights away, so I can get some rest at night.
It is true, peace of mind. But I mean, I'm not gonna. I think the world need to get a taste and understand, and get the rest of the companies around for their money.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do every day. We're trying to make it hard on them, put a little pressure on them.
Man, listen, as long as I got a platform, your mind is gonna be on my platform.
Oh, I appreciate
wherever I go is there because I can vouch. It doesn't give you a headache. It's not no cheap nothing. It's pure. I want to say ecstasy and beautifulness. I made that word up. And I'm being honest though. I don't mind nothing because I take my name very serious, as well as if you promote a BS product, you'll get social media, you'll get backlash for the next umpteen amount of years.
Yeah.
It's
Nobody trusts you, and you can't have that.
I ain't gonna lie. Once the product, only thing the product look, you get it to the right white man, he take a sip and he put a little vouch on the end. It's still stars for me on out. I mean, I'm for real. You know how that game play, man. You know, you got to get it to the right hands. They got to give credit to it because it is some wines out there that it's either too dry, the name don't match, or the flavor don't match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of the two. You know what I'm saying? But you do have clothing for sale as well.
Yeah.
Show us what you got right now.
Oh,
go ahead and show that simple. That's my camera right there.
Yeah. So we have clothing. We usually we don't do it that often, but it's every quarter. So we'll make some creations so people can wear the Berkshire Farms brand and kind of see and have some representation, some cultural representation with wine. So like we last year we had a shirt that we launched. This is for the ladies. I like it. On the back of it, it said, "I like my men like I like my wine, bold and dark." And
wait a minute. What about the light skin? See, I mean, here we go. I want to play light. Man, I'm in my feeling, right? I'm taking a sip of this.
Well, it was just one of the ones that we sometimes we like to have fun. You know, we like to get people involved in the whole deal. So we have the straight out of wine shirts, and then we have the mimosa definition. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Just different fun shirts.
Well, definitely let the people know where to get the shirts if they want some.
And get them on the website, BerkshireFarmsWinery.com. But we're at the Dallas Farmers Market every week, and we actually, like I told you a couple weeks ago, we bought that space down there. So we're across the street. We have a space down there. We're actually going to have a class tonight, painting the charcuterie board. Yes. We're going to be painting charcuterie boards. The theme is poetic justice. So we're going to be doing a little painting, and we'll have bottles to match. That same thing. So it'll be a cool little event.
Definitely. I congratulations on the building, man. That's expansion, and that's what we want to keep going on, man. Black owned, black business, black beauty, black love. Definitely. Now, when it comes to wine, you have people who sip wine, drink wine, but you have people who are really into it to the point where a certain meal has to go with it. Let's talk about that.
So, I'm one of those parents. Okay. I don't think if I'm gonna drink and get to it, you can drink some whiskey too. But it's but with wine, it can elevate a meal, and a lot of times people don't really. When they have their first wine, or they have wine, they didn't get an opportunity to pair it with the right thing, so they have this bad thought of wine, like, oh, wine is bitter and nasty, whatever. But if you have like your perfect Merlot with a cut of steak that you have it together, or you have your Pinot and turkey, or your Zinfandel and turkey, going down the list. Right, we're pairing these things together, and if you want to take it a step further, cooking with it too, then it elevates everything. It makes everything a little bit better. But you got to do it right. You do it wrong, then you'll hate it. It's a bad deal.
So what we're drinking on today, would it be a good meal to pair with that?
What we're drinking?
Yes.
So my sangrias, they go with everything. They're universal. They're
universal.
Yeah. I always say drink our sangria with popcorn.
Really? So wait, let me get this straight. So if I'm with my own lady, we got a little Teddy P on the box, and we leaning back, get some kettle corn, pour the sangria.
Pour some sangria. Sit back and relax.
Yeah, exactly. Turn off the lights.
Yep.
And light again. Y'all heard him, people. Popcorn and sangria, make it happen. Might be a match made in heaven. In Winery.
You gotta pour a big glass. Like those little glasses, where they just pour it like a little ways up. Like you pour it all the way to the top.
Gotta have a big glass. Now, I've been down to the market numerous times and talked to you, hung out with you. Let's talk about the flaming mimosa because that is something I've never seen. And when I posted it on all my sites, it's like, what are you drinking? Is that Jesus juice? Why is it flaming in there? How did you light it on fire? I get goofy questions, but I get honest questions.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Let's break that down. I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was gonna make it for us today. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I should have. The people, people see it a lot, and it's done pretty often. It's actually a little dry ice concoction. So it's now the thing about it is it's a funny story. I actually started it maybe it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Actually,
Okay.
3 or 4 years ago, when I was at an event and somebody brought somebody in to do the same types of and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. So then I dropped a piece of dry ice in there, and I dropped it in there actually because I wanted to chill the drink without watering it down, and it does it. Like you drop dry ice in a cup of water, it's gonna freeze.
Right.
So I did that, and everybody went crazy. And everybody was crazy, and I was like, well, looks like that's born today. So.
Yeah, because when you made me a cup, I had to look back like it's Nutty Professor. I didn't know if I was gonna turn into Sherman or turn into Buddy Love. So I drunk it, and I was like, man. And people out of town was like, man, what are you dressed as a flaming mimosa? It's good and it's smoky. Because I'm not gonna lie, the wow factor is there.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's fun.
I have not been.
You had the sparkles to it. The sparkles in the sangria, and it just bubbling through there.
The sparkles. When I post your bottle on my pages, my caption is good enough to eat and drink, look like the paint on my car. I got a car with sparkles in it, and it matches.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you can't do it.
I don't know how. Again, another wow factor, because if the world can see this, if y'all can watch, pay attention to this, it's there. And that's what they need to see, that wow factor. If you usually shake a bottle of wine, it's just,
yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
matter of fact, people will take. We're about to pour us another cup of wine, right? Let me see a cup, sir. And we're gonna finish talking. So your brother's not a media person. He's behind the scenes. Never met him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about Big Bro or Little Bro?
Oh, he's Mount Manor. He's the architect behind most of the things that we do. He's like I said, he taught me how to make wine. I mean, he has a full running farm where he processes the meat, the pork and beef. So he does that and gives the products to chefs around the city. So
really,
I mean, he's for when we originally started Berkshire Farm, just Berkshire Farm without the Berkshire Farm Winery.
Okay.
We both were selling meat, and we got rave reviews everywhere that we went. And it's just now that it's, when you're a small farm and you get people that actually want your stuff all the time, you're not going to be able to keep it because you process so much that you're just not going to be able to get it to the public.
Facts. Y'all seen a picture when he had a cowboy hat on, he wrote cowboy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Rocks going on. It was roll.
We just got a little country.
There's nothing wrong with it. Man, country, dude, we all got some. Listen, everybody got some country. It depends on if you go accept it or what it is. I don't care how city you are or whatnot. You got some family deep off in the country. You got. Let me break it down. You got country family. You got a country family.
Yeah.
Outhouse country family. Never been out to town country family. And they call you city boy. Let's be real.
Yeah.
How did y'all come up with the name? Is that a family thing or that's just something y'all agreed upon?
So yeah, we agreed upon it. There's so Berkshire is actually he does the pigs on the bottom. Berkshire is actually a heritage breed of pig. So anytime you go to a 5-star restaurant and you get a pork chop, it's gonna be a Berkshire pig. So when we were originally Berkshire Farms, of course the meat came first and then the wine came later. But when the wine came around and the branding process happened, it was like all these different names, all these different ideas, but it was like, no, this is what we've been doing. This is what we've had success in. just keep the name, and just carry it on. So,
Trademark and everything.
oh yeah,
Art, that's beautiful. I asked that because a lot of people get businesses, rap names, or anything doesn't do that part of business, and then they make $1 million or $2, and somebody come in, you can't do that no more.
yeah. Well, I mean, whenever you start finding success in anything you're doing, there's gonna be some people that start showing up out of the woodworks.
What?
We're like, where's my cut?
If it ain't your cousin, it's your granny, you know, I used to raise you. What I got to do with my money?
So I mean, it's luckily I've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with too much of that kind of stuff, and I've been trying to limit any of that kind of stuff. So you just got to cross all your T's and dot all your I's, make sure you got everything together, so nobody can just dip in and say,
Facts. Congratulations.
take it.
23, new year. What should we expect from you? What should we expect from everybody for 23?
So it's gonna be a big year for us. We're gonna actually move to sparkling cans. So we'll have sparkling. All of our sangrias will become sparkling, and they'll be in cans. So you can crack open a can when you're out at the beach or out at the lake or anything like that. We will completely launch a sparkling rosé, and that's our that's one that I've been working on for quite a while to get done. And like I was telling you earlier, our indoor wine space where you can buy wine, but we're gonna host classes. We're gonna host classes 3 to 4 a week. You can come out. I mean, paint charcuterie board, paint the bottle, sip and paint, sculpting and sipping. I mean, just different things to kind of have fun,
Right.
and get together. And we're gonna always have a little cultural twist to allow it. So.
I'll definitely be there. I'll make sure my people are there, man. Do you have a release date for the rosé or the cans or any idea?
Oh no. We drop it like mixtapes over here.
A mixtape. Man, I need y'all here on this show dropping.
we don't now Mo, who works with she helps me with the majority of this stuff. I make her mad every 3 days because I will do things and I'll put it together. And a lot of times I don't tell anybody I'm doing it. I've been working on it for 3 months. I'm like, I got this together. And then like 3 days before I was like, hey Mo, I'm about to drop this new wine. It's like, I can't market for you if you don't tell me what you're doing.
Call Rain. You see me, I cut the camera on right in front of you and we gonna get down. Listen, I'm saying in front of everybody, get them cans. Get that sparkling rosé, hit that line, I'm there. We gonna enjoy it. I promise you that. Because I know last time we talked in 22, you said you was trying to figure out a new formula and flavor. Have you came with that?
I got a bunch of them in the works. I came out with 3 of them at the end of last year. Okay. Only one of them was one that was successful. And one thing is that I always like to do, since I have the luxury of being a person that customer faces, and I talk to all the customers. I get a chance to meet them and talk to them about the products. I like to get their feedback. And so when I create a new recipe, I try not to fall in love with my own recipes. So I will give that out to people. I'll let them try it. And if they don't like it, go.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
masses decide.
I'm not gonna keep making something and just forcing it down your throat and just advertise really a whole bunch for it.
You can't make everybody happy anyway.
Yeah, I mean you can't. But what you can do is make as many of them happy as you can. So I try to make sure that as many customers are happy with the product.
So any specials or anything going on for Valentine's Day for people who want to come to the winery or wow and dazzle their better half?
We do have a flower and wine combination that we're actually getting ahead of this. We ain't got the release date yet, man. We got
remember, I think quick and fast, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie. I've seen stuff you did for Christmas, and what's the word you use? You just be up at night and decide to make something.
Yeah. I mean, but that's
You gotta give them a little insight.
Yeah,
little
people. I mean,
tease.
you know, with wine, and wine is like kind of like an art. You know, it's kind of and you can be an artist with that. And it's sometimes your art comes to you when it comes to you. And it can be the middle of the night, middle of the day, but when it happens, when it hits, you gotta work with it. Then you can't just say, all right, well, I work on it. It might not be there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a mad scientist of wine and design. Y'all better pay attention. He be making some gift bags. He ain't gonna play with you.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some good ones. So we got the flowers and candies. Last year we did Val's cheesecake and flowers in a bottle. Okay. So that was a good one. This year we got one. I can't tell you. I can't say anything yet. Yeah.
It's G14 classified. It's only for top echelon. So hopefully I find out after the show.
Oh yeah.
You got a question? We got people. We got an audience behind us. Y'all can't see them. You got a question? Got a question for my man?
Do you ship outside of the country or the state?
Outside the state, yeah. I will. Now there's 9 states that won't let you ship into them. I mean, you got to stay on top of that stuff, especially like we were talking about earlier with self-distribution, self-distributed. We got you got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. If you go crossing over lines, that's a federal offense. So we don't want any of that.
You've done a couple of custom bottles for me. They turned out great. I've had so much good feedback. The customers want to know, can they
get custom bottles?
Get that particular custom bottle and flavor? They want to know, is that possible?
At this current time, we can't fill that many of those custom bottles. So now, if you catch me at the right time, you catch me at the right space, in the right day, you can get it done. But it's I can't guarantee that. I don't want to get ahead and say I can guarantee something I can't guarantee, because at the end of the day, grapes dictate how many bottles of wine we get.
Is today the right day?
Today the right day. No, not today.
Not today. Try again tomorrow or tonight at midnight. I'll call your line. You got a question?
Do you have a personal life? You're so busy making wines.
I mean, I do. I just I have a personal life, and I like to. I really keep all my personal stuff. I'm a very private person. That's one of the things that has actually helped me in business in general. Being a private person. A lot of the ideas I have, and concepts, a lot of it, I can stay focused on everything too. So.
Right.
You got to be. Folks can get busy terrorizing.
Oh yeah.
Sabotage your business.
Yeah.
So much stress on your personal information.
No, it's and it's it. But I mean, I do like to go out and have fun and stuff like that.
Right. Really.
I'm not just always working wine.
So what do you do for fun? Gotta ask that question.
Work hard, you play hard.
Gotta play hard.
And that's you asked me a question. I haven't been doing anything lately. I've been focused on the work lately, really, just because of the launching of these endeavors that we have at the beginning of the year. I'm sure once that gets passed, a lot of nights I had to, when I was first starting the company, a lot of nights I had to go to like parties and events and stuff like that. Drop bottles off, and I'm there, and I'm just there for the night. And it's like, I guess I'll hang out while I'm here.
If I recall, we had a conversation 22, probably 23 too. We had a lot of conversation. You did a one party and you was getting prepared for it. How did that go? Because I was there earlier that day before I did my show, and you was like, I'm getting prepared for a party tonight, and you had everything all packed up. And what do the parties go like in general?
So I mean, it usually depends. Like it depends on if it's like because the party could be a wedding party, or it could be, just a small gathering for a group of people. I've done all types of events, all the way from like club type events to like just somebody's personal birthday party. So it's really just always something different. There's always a different group, and you just gotta be ready for anything. show up to. So
How can they book you? If somebody wanted to have you for a party, how can they book you?
it's on the website. I mean, there's an option on our website where if you want to have like a wine tasting or something like that, I'll come out and do a wine tasting for groups of people, just so they can, I'll let them pick out what kinds of wines they want, pour them up, let them try everything that they want to try, and we then at the end we pour up big glasses and spend the rest of the night chopping it up.
Y'all gotta understand, Jonathan's kind of a shy person. He's cool. He's laid back. So certain questions you don't know. They doing his thing today.
I'm very shy. I actually, like I was telling you,
Drink
I've
up.
never been on I've never done any type of live anything. I've never done anything like that because I like to. That's one of the things that I want to value in the company. I want to keep that in the company that I
That rapport.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to make sure that that when I do step out, it's always something important. So
Correct.
so no.
We definitely appreciate you, and I definitely, since you're not doing podcasts, you came on mine. I'm definitely honored and having a blast. Congratulations on the news. I did see you on that talking and everything.
Yeah. Thank you. That was fun. It wasn't last minute, but it was quick. I like I said, I don't do much media.
Right.
They gave me like 4 minutes, and then it was live. I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
They had that look like, how the fuck he know what he's talking about? He knows what he's talking about. I'm going to go home and actually mix this with this piece of steak today. Maybe you just don't know. Yeah.
But it's a little easier to. I kind of knew that. I knew that stuff because if I didn't, in that 4 minutes of getting ready, it would have turned out all that well.
That's why I said here at the coffee table, spotlight. We in our living room. We having a good time. The camera's not even working. I don't think it's on. I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is not real. We just having a good time, man. But that's, like I said, congratulations. It's very beautiful because a lot of people still, when it comes to black-owned, will not support people. Support. You do run into some businesses that may have a bad waitress, could be a bad cook, but that doesn't mean that business is bad.
In this industry that we're in, the alcohol industry, this is my plea to us as the people that you have people, black people that are getting into this industry. They're getting into it. They're owning the product. We spend a lot of money on alcohol a year, and that money goes to like 3 or 4 different companies.
Okay.
And those 3 or 4 different companies, sometimes they don't care about us. And so it's like you got people, small name brands, and I'm about to drop some names.
Sure,
I'm about to drop. So in town, in Dallas, you got Ego Tequila, you got Tequila with Friends, you got Poor Girls Wine, you got Winery Wine, there's different companies throughout this that are just here in this city.
Wolf Vodka.
Noble Wolf.
Thank you.
There's quite a few. Support these people because it's not like they're not. It's not like they're not. The products are bad. The products are great, and they're better than a lot of these other products that you're just going to get because the name, because you've seen it before, whatever, you see a commercial for it. But it's from the backside that people know because they're not. They'll take your bottles. They'll take those black bottles. And they'll put them in the back of that storage, the storage.
Say that
and then
one
we'll
more
not get to the
time.
stores.
Say that one more time, please.
Unless we are purchasing the products off the shelves, they'll sit in the back of stores and they will not bring it. They will not bring it to the store. So you got your Total Wines, your Specs, and stuff like that. Unless we keep purchasing it, they won't bring it back. So unless we're going to support each other, then we got to support each other. Because that's basically the end of it.
It's been many times I've went into a liquor store and I've asked for a particular vodka because I've had it before and it's like, who, what, really? So now I got to go to the website and wait 2-3 weeks to get it, and then once they stop selling it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And people do that, but believe it or not, if you research, you will find that it's black-owned soap businesses, bread, candy, everything. Only thing you got to do is type on your computer, Same way y'all look up what the mall is, look up a black-owned business, spend a couple dollars, and try the product out. Whether you like it or not, it's the principle that you are supporting. Because I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Dealing with our culture, crabs in a barrel does always come up because it's there. It's there. And see, other cultures sit back and laugh because, like you said, they're gonna put our stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Hey man, can I get a bottle of that wine? Who? Do we? You see them scratching and looking? Then they gonna come out the back with a bottle like they ran out. No, it's just in the back. It's just in the back.
Yeah.
You know, you don't always need a professional entertainer to say, eat, drink, do this.
Yeah.
Do it yourself. And man, you said some stuff today.
Yeah, I mean that's also my thing. Just make sure that you are supporting people that support you. And you know, the reason why I'm as successful as I am in this industry is because I've been supported by my people. And I would do nothing without that. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, brother. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? And you doing what you're supposed to. You kissing hands, shaking hands, kissing babies like you're supposed to. And it's crazy, man. But
Yeah, no,
support is the key.
yeah, it is. It is.
You know, if it gets to the point where you get more support from other races, that's good, but not good. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you definitely want to grow beyond, you know, just your demographic. You definitely want to make sure that you reach all demographics. Don't just get yourself into that pinhole and just be like, this is all I do.
Right.
But you know, at the same time, you want to make sure that you do want to make sure you represent where you're from. You know what I'm saying? And going back to what we were saying earlier with purchasing from black businesses, you know, I think that the biggest thing, and this is how I live my life. Now, other people they can do speak on this. Is how I live mine. I will, if there's a black-owned business and just another business, say they're making cups. If these cups are the same, I'm gonna go with the black cup. You know, it's not a bad thing. I just want to make sure that I support the people I know they're working hard. I know in the background they're having to work hard, and I know the trials and tribulations that I go through. So I want to make sure that this person doesn't quit. They don't just walk away from it. Now, if that cup got holes in it, I ain't getting that cup. So I'm about to go to the next cup.
Discount, please. 25%. Definitely. You know, because every time I crack a bottle, I post it on my Instagram, post it on my Facebook. Every time I'm drinking, people see it. It's getting to the point now they're like, okay, we know when it comes to wine what you're drinking. We know what you're holding in your hand. Y'all know what I'm holding in my hand? Make a purchase. Buy some. Take it to the family reunion. Take it over your old lady's house. Say, I'm sorry. Take it to your man's house. Do what you need to do, man. But y'all purchase the wine. We gonna keep it going. Like I said, as long as I got a platform, it will be promoted. It will be heard, seen, drank, and everything. And I do got a question. When you're creating the wine or you're creating your baskets, what you listen to? What music you listen to? Be honest.
I traditionally like to listen to trap music. That's usually where I'm at in my life. I listen to trap music and drink wine. You know, it's sophisticated and ratchet at the same time. I like to drink champagne out of the bottle outside of museums while I listen to trap music.
Okay. we taking the gloves off. Who you listen to? Let's just go get to it.
I mean, a little bit of everything. But you know, I'm old now, so I got my Yeezys, my Jeezy.
Okay.
You know, different.
Snowman.
Going back in the day a little bit. Now I don't know the young guys nowadays. I mean, there's some good ones, but I just don't really know them. Just because I haven't done the research, but
Listen.
I got all the old school
Trap music. You gotta listen to T.I. That's trap music.
Yeah. Gucci Man.
I'm not Gucci. You gotta shout out to Gucci. Shout out to trap music. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you was gonna hit me with something smooth like Al Green, Herb Albert. I'm being honest.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's Nah,
Paul Hardcastle. I'm gonna keep naming it. You know.
I mean, it's
You'll never find. You know, come on, man. Let's be. You caught me off guard, bro. I'm so tripped out right now.
man, it's you know, it's
Cause I'm trying to imagine you got the bottle in your hand. What? What? Yes. They looking in the car like, the dude get the mark.
that's what I mean by private life. That's you gotta.
Nothing wrong with it, man.
So you can't. I can't wear my Berkshire Farm stuff and then roll down the windows, turn up my trap music.
Listen, why not, man? Look, Berkshire Farm can go with anything. Listen, it can go with trap music. It can go with R&B. It can go with funk. We can play some Boosie. Listen to that. We can play some Prince. Or we can just put some classical.
They don't go with classical.
You don't go classical?
They don't go
So
classical.
Berkshire don't go classical.
Yeah, I mean,
don't go classical.
sorry,
We're gonna keep it black. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep it funky. You know what I'm saying? Next time you listen to old Lionel, Richie, put on some Berkshire. And sit on down. You know.
Exactly.
I'm having a blast with you, the bro. Jay, today. You're doing your thing, man. Not the classical trap. New music to listen to. Definitely check out. Look up FNG No Love. You'll definitely get some trap music out of that. You know,
FNG No Love.
Finesse Gang, yeah,
Okay,
baby.
okay.
We out there.
Gotcha.
It's something different for something new. New.
All right.
Follow that. Finesse 2 times. Definitely new. You know what I'm saying? Because if it go with trap music, it's gonna go. Y'all hear that? Buy the wine. It go with trap music. It go with anything but classical. No Beethoven Fifth, but it go with everything else. We'll keep it funky over here. The man told you. I'm telling you. I'm solidified. Next time you at home, you want to be funky. You want to light your joint up. Pour your coat of wine.
It also pairs with that.
I will be the judge of that later on. Gonna light up some of that gas, and I'm gonna pour me a cup of wine. I'm gonna see where my mind take me, bars, and pour a lit first. You know what? Matter of fact, speaking of that, can we use the wine for First Sundays? Can we use the wine for what you call it? Work with me. Communion. Can we use the wine for communion?
You come to the market, I got the communion cups up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got communion cups for the wine. Amen. God bless you. Let the Lord keep you where you need to be. Look, hey man, I did not expect this, man. I'm having a blast today. Listen, I'm having a blast. He said we sell the communion cups. Only thing we need is the crackers.
I mean, I can bring them.
Bring the crackers. Look, I remember being a kid. You thought that cracker was the church cracker. It was so special. And you realized when you got older, like, he bought that out the store. He blessed it. Well, God bless us today. Amen. Can we raise an offering in the studio? Anything you want to say to the youth of today? Any idea?
Youth of today.
Yes, because you are, I'm not going to lie, you're a public figure. Let's be honest.
Ooh, ouch. You know, I try to avoid that. But
Tell them something quick.
now, so I will say to this is something that what I do with this wine. There wasn't many people in it when I started. When I started, we're the fastest growing race in the wine business, like the ownership, and it's all about trying new things and being involved in new things, and we get stuck in these. I gotta play basketball, or I gotta be a rapper, or I gotta, and there's the only entertainment is the only way that we can make money, that we can be successful. And there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways that we can be successful. It's wide open for us. So what I'm telling the youth is, open your mind up a little. Try some different things.
Right.
Learn about some different things. I mean, because just like I'm doing this, somebody's gonna come along and do it better than me, and that's what I hope for. And I'm taking my bruises right now for that generation, that next generation, so that you can walk in and say, you can't do this to me because I saw Jonathan do it.
That's what's up. Well, like you said, you can't have on a shirt playing trap music. It is a brand. It is. You got to play your part. But definitely. As far as the building you have, are you gonna do anything when it get close to summer, or maybe like once school start letting out do things for the youth, or have a little show or something or anything for them?
Oh no, I don't do it for kids.
Nothing to forget
Stay away from
about
kids. You know, it's not because I don't. You know, alcohol is one of them things. It's a touchy deal because I will just as much as I sell the product, I will tell you that it's one of the most dangerous things. And I mean, health wise, and if you're doing it in excess and you're doing it wrong, which I do not, I won't. I've gone to events and I've been places where people are consuming it, and they get to a certain point. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you anymore, and I'm not giving you anymore because I care what happens to you when you leave here.
Right.
And it's not, you know, if you want to relax, you want to have a good time, fine.
Okay.
But if you can't walk out the place, then so I definitely want kids to not be. I don't even want to really introduce them to they're of age to know that they can make decent decisions.
Well, I made that comment, I'm thinking of. Let me rephrase. I meant more to say giving back to the community. Let me rephrase.
Oh, I got you.
I was just in my head as I talk. I think fast. I'm thinking of kids coming to the building, balloons and cake. And
I do a lot of giving back, but one of my idols, Jay-Z talked about. He said he said the best form of giving is anonymous to anonymous. I don't exactly tell people what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I will tell you this because I've had some drinks. I'm over it a little bit. So if I go out on different days and feed the homeless or whatever, or make sure that they got blankets when it's cold. Like I go to the store and just buy all those blankets, just take them out, or making soup on Thanksgiving. Different things like that. I mean, it's not really something I publicize on like the company page or anything like that.
Right.
Because it is just I've been blessed to have success out of that.
Right.
So if I'm not giving it, if I'm not doing anything to help it, what's it all for?
Definitely. I've actually done that, man. I've had go feed the homeless, just give it to them.
Yeah.
And I don't promote it. I don't let it be known. And it's definitely a beautiful thing because it is some people who actually have a story behind why they're homeless. It's not that the fact they're all lazy, but it's a real story behind that. And
it's easy to get there too.
Easy is an understatement.
Yeah.
Don't pay your rent. Bill, man. I see you on Under the Bridge, bro. I'll bring you something cold. Yeah, man, I definitely. But the next time you think about doing something like that, man, get a hold of me, man, and we can
come on, you wanna come out with me? Yeah,
come
on,
on,
man. Like that,
bro.
I will tell you, any days there's anything extreme going on, most of the time I'm out trying to do something. Like if it's gonna be 12 degrees, I can't sit in my house and be like, oh, it's 12 degrees outside.
Right.
I mean, I got and be like, man, this blanket here costs this much money. Well, why don't I just get a bunch of blankets, man? At least that's the least I can do. Or if it's hot outside, it's 110 degrees outside, and I got access to tons of water.
Right.
Why not just take water? Make sure people are hydrated. I mean, just do your part to make sure that take care of people just in general. And usually,
man,
it's just something to do.
I'm gonna say something I did about 3 days ago, and I'm not bragging. I gave a man a pair of Jordans, Space Jam. I didn't wear them no more. And I'm being as God has been with myself. So the man got on his knees and said, "Thank you." I said, "Man, get up, dude. Like I'm not God. I'm just helping you out. Put them on. They fit." And he walked like the floor was lighting up. He was walking like $1 million. And that made me feel good, man. And I want to tell that story because the simplest things is the beautifulest things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely let me know because I do it because, But then, I'm going to tell you what's funny, though, and I got to laugh at this. You do give to the homeless. You'll get some that'll be appreciative, and you'll get some that'll walk off and look at you like, with an attitude like, that's it?
I mean,
that's it.
There's exceptions
really?
to every rule. I mean, that's the thing. Like people get caught up in like,
How you gonna judge? That's it. Listen, I'm out riding around one time, and down here in the South it's called Checkers. Back up north it's called Rallies. Yeah. And the guy said he was hungry. I got him a whole full combo, drinking everything. It's a hot day, drink sweating. Man, I gave him that cup and that bag. He said, Rallies? He handed it back to me and walked off. I just looked at him. I couldn't even get mad. I ate that burger. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't wasting my money. But he got mad. He did not want that food. Like, bruh. Listen, I'm going to tell you. I'd rather you be honest with him. Hey, man, I'd rather have $2 for a beer than a sandwich. You honest with me, I can't get mad. But if I give you $2, you go slide up in there and get you a beer. What's with the mystery? Tell me what you want. Man, but that's beautiful, man. That is definitely beautiful. Something on the tip of my tongue. You got to talk about so much stuff, right? I'm glad you're here, Brian. I'm glad you relax and enjoy it. Like this coffee table. We enjoy ourselves, man. We family. You hear me?
Have a good time.
Having a great time. Wish we had more wine. The green apple definitely was a good thing. The pomegranate is good too.
Pomegranate's good too.
The sangria, pomegranate, the green apple, the wild berry, the peach. I have not had a flavor that I just making me get bigger. Love to hear. And I'm calling back home to people. Listen, y'all need to get on the internet. I need to find this wine. It's not in your local bodega. It's here with me.
We'll ship it to
We will ship it to you. We will. We'll wrap it up. I appreciate you here. Let the people know where to purchase the shirts, the wine, where to sign on to have a event. I don't want to say catered, but I'm going to say attended. Where to just learn black love and black excellence. Don't quote me on that. We'll edit that later. Let them know where to just be involved. Tell them where to go.
So, if you want to meet me firsthand, I'm at the Dallas Farmers Market every Saturday. So I'm gonna be there, answer your questions. I mean, and all the way down to if you just want to have dinner that night, you need to know what you need to have with what kind of wine you need to have for dinner. I'm gonna be there to tell you this is the wine you should have with that. This one will go perfect. But if you go to BerkshireFarmsWinery.com, you get to see a little bit about the brand. If you go to our Instagram, Berkshire_Farms_Winery, there you can see a little bit of the picture, a little bit of the image, and we also have a link tree on there. That's where you find the classes. You get to see a little bit more about us, and you can connect a little bit more. You can subscribe to that page, and you'll be the first people to get into some of our classes, because we make sure that all the subscribers get in first.
Perfect. Listen, y'all might even see me come through the building. So I'm always in and out the door, but I definitely fool with them. It's nothing but love. I want to thank everybody for watching. Y'all tune in. Y'all make sure y'all catch me on YouTube, Rain Spotlight 4977. Catch me on Facebook, Rain/GFDD. Instagram is Rain Rockstars. Other things coming. And Jonathan, thank you for coming. Thank you for the wine. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the conversation at the coffee table on the spotlight on the Saturday.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Man, come back anytime. Man, you got a new. Listen, we need that can. We need that rose here
when
on the show.
When the rose come, I'll line it up across the table.
Man, listen, y'all know I'm holding to it. As well as other things coming from the show. We got next week's show. We got two brothers coming on there. We got a different topic, a different whole situation. It's gonna be out of the norm. We got UTP Skip in February. We got Queen of Dispensary, the first lady that has her own weed dispensary, and that's definitely gonna be fun. And we got other things coming. But when y'all see my man in his car and he nodding, he playing trap music, don't ask him about no wine. Don't ask him about how his day. Y'all just chuck the deuce, and y'all know what you playing over there. There it is, man. You know, we're going to get new things coming. The Journey podcast later down the line. I'm going to be co-hosting that. Finesse Game. Be Humble, Stay Humble Network. We have new shows, new people coming, new things. Shout out to DJ Breezy and everybody. Hey, listen. I love y'all, man. I am the overweight lover. They call me Rain, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, probably I did sleep with your mom or your daughter. So we're going to have some fun. Y'all be safe out there in TV land, media land. Y'all make sure y'all log on. Get y'all some of this wine. Y'all see the bottle. Y'all know what I drink. Coffee table, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch y'all on another day and later date. I'm gone.